What about it? Oh, I'm live. But just to finish up, because I know you're in there and you can listen, I was going to tell it, but I didn't, and I will tomorrow. I'm live, hon. I can't explain it on here right now, but I will when we're done.
Well, then you shouldn't say over.
I'll have to send it to you. But anyway, this is just seeing if anybody's coming in here or not. If somebody's in here, please say something so I know people are in here. So just to see what's up with everybody. I don't know if anybody's seen the BC Pythons and the Genetic Hunters unboxing, but you guys need to go check them out. So what's everybody doing? I can see there's people in here. At least I'm hoping that there's people in here. Something may be wrong because I do not see any comments on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't see any comments. This is not good. I may have to figure out. Let me type something and see if I can get it up there. Can anybody see that? I spelled that wrong because it's. No, nobody. I can't see anybody else's comments, so I don't know what's going on. There they are. I don't know what happened. I fixed it. I'm sorry, guys. I can see it now. So what's everybody up to? Madman, hi, James. What's everybody up to? Sorry. I can't believe that this happened. I couldn't see everybody. Sorry, Miss Becky. Anyway, we have an unboxing video tomorrow for ourselves. It's a huge unboxing. It will be the last shipment probably coming here for a long time because today was the last nice day coming our direction. If I look, I believe that the temperatures are going to drop dramatically here in the next few days, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I believe today was the last nice day, and then the temperatures are going to plummet. Yes, see, now Friday, the high here Friday. Platinum Scales, how's it going? Like I said, the temperatures on Friday are only going to be 38, chance of snow. We had snow the other day, and then it's going to be bad from there on out, cold weather. So no more shipments coming in here until, unless I have stuff delivered to FedEx location, but that's hard for me to get to because it's such a long drive. You know, it takes me an hour just to go drop a box off, let alone pick one up. So what's everybody up to? Anything going on tonight with everybody? Yeah, it snowed here Monday, I think, Becky, when she was driving Andrew to school. There was cars with snow on them already. It's kind of and then we're going to be snowing from now until, I don't know, June. It's usually the way it works around here. Is it cold and where anybody else is at right now? Yes, please, everybody hit the like button.
No, thumbs down button so you can sleep.
I'm right next to Minnesota, but not quite in Montana. And I'm not in South Dakota or Canada.
Oh.
No, we're in North Dakota. We moved to North Dakota about, what'd you say, about 10 years ago?
No, more than that.
More than that.
Andrew's 14. He was a year old when we moved here.
13 years ago. Yeah, see, in Georgia, it's nice. But we were talking about Georgia the other day, remember? And there's a lot of stuff you can't own as far as reptiles in Georgia, and I don't know. That might not be a place I would want to live. But we moved here because we're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it was getting pretty tough there to raise the kids there. So we moved here for our kids' sake. My oldest son, he was getting to that point where he was outside wanting to play all the time because he was older, and we weren't going to let him grow up on the streets of Philadelphia. So we moved here. And then while we were here, we ended up helping my grandmother. And then my grandmother passed. And then my father passed while they were here. So my mother stayed, and we decided just to stay here. Better place. We're at in Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised.
Born and raised.
No, it's West Philadelphia, born and raised. Utah.
You aren't.
No.
West Philly, anyway.
No. I've been to Utah. I liked Utah. I've been to Arizona. I loved Arizona. I lived in Phoenix for a while. I liked Oklahoma.
No, thank you.
I've been to Texas, California, Oregon, Washington, Montana, every state in the Midwest. I just haven't been to Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and that's about it, I think. And Maine. I don't think I've been to the state. No, I haven't. I haven't written down. Altoona. They're from Altoona, Pennsylvania, hon. That's up by Lake Erie. Am I correct? If I'm not mistaken? No, it's not, is it? I got to think where Altoona's at. I've been all over that state. I've been to Mars, Pennsylvania. Yeah, all 4 seasons in a week. Well, I know that I have a friend who lives in Oregon, and he says it's beautiful there. Trees, until the Sasquatch comes out and grabs you and smashes your face in up against a tree. But other than that, Oregon's nice, I was told. And the volcanoes, a lot of volcanoes in Oregon. All 4 seasons in one day. It's an hour from Pittsburgh. Yes, I've been to Pittsburgh. It's a nice city. I like Philly. A lot of and trees. How about New Jersey? I don't want to talk about New Jersey's okay, I'll say, because I don't know if anybody is here from New Jersey, but I've been all over the state of New Jersey.
Well, the little town my mom lives in is actually cute and clean.
Frenchtown, that's where Becky's mom lives, yeah. Born and raised in New Jersey. What part of New Jersey, if you don't mind me asking? I was in Philadelphia, so we spent a lot of time in Cherry Hill and Camden's right across the river. No, Jeff, they are not the best hockey team ever. Newark, New Jersey. I've been there.
I flew into there and out of there. That's where the kids got their whipped up a cabbie fight.
They had 2 cabbies fighting.
Our kids didn't know what to do. They were just like, Emma and Andrew were like, Mom?
Splashmaster, the New Jersey Devils are not the best hockey team ever.
Don't make me get Phil Gritty on your ass.
Yeah, we won't release Phil Gritty on your ass because I'll tell you what team is the best, and that would happen to be the Philadelphia Flyers. Let me ask you something. Since you're from New Jersey and Newark, have you ever heard of the Jersey Devil? The Pine Barrens? That's where they're from. Favorite state I've ever visited, Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Arizona. Becky didn't like Arizona because she was not 8 months pregnant. And we pull into Phoenix, because I lived in Phoenix for a while, but we pulled into Phoenix, and it was the hottest day ever recorded in Phoenix that day. And she goes, I'm going in the gas station to get something to drink. She needed a bottle of water. She opened up the door and took one step out and got right back in and said, take me home, because it was so hot. And when we were pulling into Arizona, in the state of Arizona, we stopped at a rest area, and the sign at the rest area said, be vigilant, venomous animals live here. And it showed a scorpion, a spider, a rattlesnake on a sign. And she was like, nope, not getting out of the car. Oklahoma was nice, don't get me wrong, but it was hot and really, really humid in Oklahoma. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Oklahoma. And Texas is nice, but what I didn't like about Texas is all the bugs. Bugs are big in Texas. Same with Oklahoma. What's this say? Let me see here. Good night, man. You have a good night. Nevada, I've been there. I liked it. It was nice. I've been all over that state too. Yeah. California was nice, but it's not a place I think I would want to live, other than the nicer weather. The nicer weather would be nice to live at a place where it had nicer weather year round, because like where we're at right here, the weather can get a little bit dramatic. I have a feeling this year come Halloween, it's going to be too cold to even go trick or treating here for kids. Later. Have a good night. Yeah, it's let me ask you, what is your favorite state you guys have ever been in? Northern California is nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey Ed, what's up, buddy? How you doing there, pal? You'll like tomorrow's video because I got a box today, and the animals that came in the box went in tubs with the paper. Except these aren't.
Check out how thick they are.
Yeah, they are nice thick paper, but I'll tell you, Ed, I had to double the paper up due to the fact that it was a tub size that I didn't send you measurements for at all, but still, amazing paper, really thick. Yeah, Texas, nice. Hey, House of Inverts, what's up? I don't know. You said I'm not human because my eyes are light colored. I could be alien. I don't know. I could be reptilian. I just won't blink my eyes this way, huh? San Francisco's your favorite city, yes. State of Washington, been there. My father was stationed there in the military. He said he didn't like it, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, I won't blink my eyes the other way then. The only thing I don't like about this state, all right, the cold, when it's 75 degrees below zero, doesn't even bother me. What bothers me is I cannot order like a reptile or something like that and get it shipped. I mean, sometimes I order stuff and it has to wait all the way till June before they could ship it out. So you guys like San Francisco, huh? Interesting. And in there, yeah, because you live in you live in Arizona, right? Jeff, I think he's talking to you there, buddy. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I loved Phoenix. The wife, I couldn't get her to move there for nothing. She don't like the heat. And it's not that it's a humid heat, it's a scorching, burning heat. What's the lowest temperature who will ship? I missed that somewhere. I missed something. Music. You're talking about San Francisco. Has anybody ever had the rice-a-roni? San Francisco treat. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But so there's a few months out of the year that you can't ship or get stuff in Phoenix either, right? Because of the temperatures. So you would have to travel there, I assume, to get something. You'd have to travel to get it. Yeah, Ed, you've been to San Francisco a lot. Am I correct? Because I've never been to San Francisco. But Becky was talking. Oh, my neck hurt. Maybe next year we'll make a trip out there, huh? Come and visit you. We'll go visit some other friends that we have in other states out that direction. Yeah, Ed. Slashmaster goes to San Francisco all the time. You know what you need? Jeff, I could solve your problem. I can solve your problem, Jeff. I know you are. You. Never mind. I'll discuss it with you later. Oh yeah, because the temperature. Yeah, it's too crowded, huh? Well, Ed, if you don't like crowds, you need to move where I'm at because there's no crowds here at all. None. Did everybody here go check out Ed's channel? And he did the clutch update. Amazing.
Well, I have to get a special jacket made before we go see Ed.
Yes, she already put an order in for a special jacket, Ed, before we come out to visit you guys. Was it got 75 pockets or 100 pockets?
70. She can only fit 75.
Oh, so
it's a trench.
Oh, and it's a trench coat. Okay.
unless I have her put some on the back, but you'd have to pack it in.
That's. Oh. Hey, Iron Dog, what's up? Reagan. How you doing? Well, you have a good night, Reagan. You just said you can't stay or nothing because you were just popping in to say hi. So, I hope you have a good day at school tomorrow. How's the weather here? Well, as of tomorrow, it's going to be super cold. So the shipment I got in today, it's probably the last shipment coming in here. We love you guys too, Reagan. So House of Inverts, are you expecting to get any more teas in at all? I was wondering if you were getting any more tarantulas in. Very cool. Very, very cool. Did you? I don't remember. Did you have any Piermani? Is that how you say that? The Sun Tiger, the Venezuelan Sun Tigers House of Inverts? Yeah, my wife drew the line there too, but then she changed her mind one day and ordered me some tarantulas. I don't know what happened. It shocked me, and then she did it again. Shocked me. You do have one. Okay. Are they as fast as people say they are? Well, I'll tell you what. Send her an email. In all our vlogs, her email's in there. It's BeckyDSensky@gmail.com. Give her your wife's name and your phone number, and I'll have her call her. Because I was watching a video, And it was like the guy opened the container, and in a split second, it was all the way to the other side of the room. And then before he could even move, it was in another room completely. And it was, oh, no, you guys are the best because you're the subscribers, platinum scales. One or two speeds below or OBT. Yeah, well, yeah, it was just fast. But see, the research I did, and I'm not saying I would ever get one right now because I'm new to tarantulas and stuff. What I had noticed is that the OBT might be fast, but they like to stand their ground a lot. And the sun tiger just bolts fast. And for a New World species, the sun tiger has a somewhat of a potent venom, they say. I don't know. Let theory get a tarantula. Hashtag let theory. Oh my god. If he was in here, man. They like to hide a lot. Well, that's good that they like to hide a lot. Now, are you talking about the OBT hiding a lot or the sun tiger hiding a lot? A huntsman? Yeah. Yeah, the venom on the sun tiger has a little bit of potency to it. Not that it's gonna would never seriously hurt you or anything, but I think it's could get you sick compared to other ones. They say the Goliath bird eater, full grown, the venom isn't bad at all, but the size of the fangs are what does damage if it were to bite you. A lot of people like pokies. You should get yourself a Poecilotheria metallica Goody Sapphire. Or Poecilotheria metallica Armani. Is that what it's called? Or something like that? I'm not really good with the scientific names. I'm still learning them. I know the Brachypelma vagans and the aviculera, and the Hapalopus species Columbia large. And I got to think of what the other one's called. The Goody Sapphire is very interesting. Hey, what's up, twin? Oh, that was a good job, that Iron Dog. I'll tell you what, me and my son were walking in Oklahoma. We were going to release a copperhead that we had just caught, and we came across this tarantula crossing the road, and it was big in Oklahoma. And it was somewhat black, but when you looked at it from an angle, it had purple hue in it. And I never did know what the name of it was. Color, size, and ease of care. Well, I would say like one of the Brachypelma species, I would think. What do you think, House of Inverts? My first teas were Hapalopus species. Oh, Brachypelma are some of the best. See, yeah. What's the fastest tarantula? The one that you're chasing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they call them. Yeah, I know they call them all kinds of stuff. But the one I saw now, I've seen the Oklahoma Browns and stuff like that, but the one I saw was purple. So it had just a purple. It was black and purple looking. H Max, yeah, very fast, very nice looking though. A lot of people like H Max. I'm gonna get a Carabiner Versacolor. But there's a lot of stuff I want to get. My list may never end, and I'm not just with tarantulas. Like we were talking yesterday, I want to get a at some point. Oh, a teleporter. Yeah, the HMAC. Trying to think of whose video I was watching the other day, and he was feeding his tarantula a roach, and the tarantula took it and got it in the water bowl, and he was reaching in, and he was trying to move it with his tweezers, and what was it? I think it was a Mexican red knee or something. Well, it let go of the um, the roach and just turned around and looked at him and just like jumped right through the air, right on the lens of the camera. It was hilarious. Now, it wasn't Exotic Lair. It was somebody else. He's got a real small channel. It's only got like I'm gonna say 50 subscribers or something, but I can't remember what the name was. But it was very interesting, and it just stopped a turn and just jumped right on the screen. You know what? When I find the name of it, I'll get it to you, and you don't have to watch it. It's a good video. And then he cut away, and he comes back. He goes, "Now that I got it back in its cage." Yeah, I love when they're little. The Caribbean Versicolors are so bright blue, and um, um, platinum scales. You were asking about that. What would be a good beginner tarantula? You need to read this book. They call it the Tarantula Keeper's Bible. Yeah, there's a lot with some really nice colors to them. Yes, very much so available on Amazon. That's where I got this one. And I got one on there and sent it to my buddy too. But yeah, it's the Tarantula's Keeper's Guide. Yes, 100% on Amazon. Okay, favorite. I can answer this for you. What is your favorite reptile? I'm gonna have to say a snake for sure. But if you want to break that down, I'm gonna have to say ball python would have to be a pied. I can go forever with the snakes, so we'll just say snakes for one. But as dwarf caiman, favorite amphibians would have to be the dart frog, the blue ones. I can't remember the name of them right off the top of my head. Favorite fish would have to be definitely 100% would have to be a discus fish. Favorite bird would have to be a hyacinth macaw. Favorite mammals would have to be my dog. And the favorite inverts would have to be the Hapalopa species Columbia large pumpkin patch. Absolute favorite of them all. But we could break each one of them down almost into a whole nother category, because I really like dwarf caimans, the Curvier's dwarf caiman. As for python, would have to be my favorite python besides the Burmese python, because they got so many new colors now with the Burmese. Well, they've had them for a while, but now you can start getting them again. But as for have to be the black-headed python, and the anthill pythons would be some of my favorites. Fish definitely would have to be the Plecostomus and the discus fish. Lesser ball python, Pac-Man frogs, Oscar, who didn't know that was coming up. Your lab, a crow, and a bark scorpion. Very good. Thank you. Yes. Like I said, people didn't, some people were saying there's no difference between the LSR fire and a regular fire. There's a huge difference between an LSR fire and a regular fire. To learn what it really does with morphs, you need to go check out Earl Jones' Lone Star Reptiles channel. He's got a channel on YouTube, and because when he hatches them out, he shows, he does updates on them. You could see what it does. It does different things. It looks different and everything. Saltwater crocodile, salamander. What kind of salamander? Any particular kind of salamander, or just salamanders in general? Piranha, vulture, hyena, tarantula. Very good. I like piranha too. I used to run a pet store. I ran a pet store for, I'd say, 20 years. We used to have everything you could think of in there. Meanest bird that we ever had was an African gray. It bit my hand, pierced, went all the way through. It was like, you could have put like an earring through it. Greatest bird we ever had in a pet store was a myna bird. Spoke like 4 different languages. It was crazy. But then again, a crow you could teach also to speak. A lot of people crows are, I believe. Hi, I am Gift Bearer. Crows, you could teach them to speak very easily too. They speak a lot of different. You can teach them pretty easily how to speak. Red-tailed boa, tegu, a tiger, marbled salamander, yes, wolverine, falcon, red-kneed tarantula, and discus. Very good. Yes, discus are amazing. Purple albino retic. Oxalotl. Oxalotls are cool. You can cut an arm off an oxalotl and grow back. African ciglet. What kind of African ciglet, though? They have frontoses. They have all kinds of stuff. Red-tailed hawk. My pit bull. Yeah, I agree. Your dogs are usually your favorite. And you don't know yet. We'll work on that. Crows talk good. They talk really good. And they're smart. A crow, okay, they say that they used to say African grays were intelligent, like one of the top intelligent birds ever. But a crow can figure out a puzzle that like a 5 or 6-year-old needs to figure out. And it's a 5-step puzzle. It's not just one puzzle. They can do a 5-step puzzle. And they're smart. The crows in Australia have learned to pick up cane toads, tip them over, and they could kill the cane toad and eat it by eating its stomach first and not eating it from the back. Hey, what's up there, Python Boulevard? I'm getting ready to watch your video here in a little bit. I noticed it was up. Congratulations. Yeah, they sure are, yes. Vimy, is that I might be pronouncing that wrong. Oh, Yes. Is anybody going to that show in Albany, Oregon, I believe it is? Rent and Link. I used to watch Rent and Link, but then they kind of got weird. Oh, you're vending there. Very interesting. Taking anything good? Well, of course, if you take your stuff, you're going to have stuff good there. Albany, Oregon, yes. Yes, there's going to be a few, I believe there's going to be a few tarantula breeders there, too. I know at least one. I believe it's Dean's Tarantula is going to be there. So if you guys are looking for anything, he'll be there. Kyle Retic, Pac-Man Frog, Catfish. Wait a minute. Right thing with an English Mastiff. You know, English Mastiffs are my favorite dog because I used to have one. We named it Sebastian. It was huge. Yeah. See you later, Platinum Scales. You have a good night there, buddy. Oh, you're gonna have over 40. You're gonna have about 40 ball pythons there. That'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. Yes, my current dog is a Borabella Mastiff. Yes, he is half Borabella Mastiff, and he's got a part boxer and part pit bull. Yes. Yeah, ours was a male too. It weighed 300 pounds. It was huge. The vet said it was the biggest dog they ever seen. And then if he lived about 10 years, I think. And then he passed away. Big dog, very, very big. Yeah, the Borabella Mastiff is the South African Mastiff. Bullwinkle. That's an awesome name. A dream dog of mine to have is a bull terrier, but I was talking to a buddy of mine who has a bull terrier, and they are a ton of work. Ton. Hey, Graves Reptiles. Becky's got an envelope around here. She will be mailing out. I don't know what day she's going to mail it out. Whenever she gets to the post office, I don't know what day that'll be on. But she's got one for you. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Iron Dog. Yeah, I gave her the address today. I don't even know if she has it made out yet, but I know she's got stuff in an envelope for you. It'll be going out. Italian Mastiffs are very interesting animals. I had a friend who had an Italian Mastiff. The Tibetan Mastiffs are also cool, and so are the Himalayan Mastiff, but I think that's the same as a Tibetan. I'm not sure. Yes, AEP has some very cool, but they're mini. They are the miniature ones. They're the miniature Mastiffs. Yeah, you need to go check them out. The Tibetans, they are huge. I didn't have my glasses on, so sorry for pronouncing your name there wrong there, Vern. So with yes, he has the mini bull terriers. He has 2 white ones. Yes, then they're cute as hell. Vern, do you have any reptiles or inverts or anything? And Slash was asking if anybody lives in Oregon. Very interesting. You plan to breed any of this stuff or anything, or no? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This hobby is just amazing. I love being in it. What kind of ball pythons you got? What anything in particular, or any special type of beardies you got there? Because there's so many different kinds with the morphs and stuff like that. Thanks for stopping by, House of Inverts. A bumblebee. Yeah, and everybody go subscribe to everybody else in here. A pied. Pieds are my favorite. I'll have to look one of them up because I'm not. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look that up because I'm not. See, very nice looking. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Well, you might not be able to see it. It might be too bright. Very interesting. Yes, I would have to say cinnamons are definitely underrated because I believe um, um, that's if I was reading that correctly, I might have. Isn't that what's in a fireman's? Fireman's? Because I believe it's a fire cinnamon and stuff, right? Banana, Spectre, Enchi, Yellow Belly Gravel, Pastel. Very good. Fire cinnamon. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it said there. See, when I have stuff, even from back in the day, when somebody would sell something or something, they would just say what it was, like a fire cinnamon instead of a fireman, and stuff like that. Yeah, because I mean, people come up with some really, really way out names, and some of them don't even stick. Other people will name it something else after that, and then that's the name that sticks. It gets very confusing, because even to this day, there are genetics out there that one person will call one thing and another person will call another, and it's the same thing. So I just call it what it is. Hey, Dre's, what's up? Oh, yeah, I love it. What kind of geckos you got? That's always, isn't it? Uh, I like crested geckos too. Very good. I also, yeah. What is that, Vern? Yeah, they kind of They like to jump and glide a little bit. It's pretty cool to watch them go. Oh, the leaf-tail gecko is very interesting. I like them all. I'm a very big, well, Becky's into the geckos more than me, but I used to breed crested geckos, and I like crested geckos, and I like, my dream gecko to have, though, is a Leachianus. Rhacodactylus leachianus. But the ones I want pure ones. I don't want ones that are like mixed islands. I want to have pure, and it's hard to find them, and they're real expensive too. Rhino iguanas are cool. Green iguanas are cool too, but they do sometimes have a temper. When I ran the pet store, I had a buddy who had a yes, they were very, very soft. But I had a buddy who had a green iguana. I had two buddies that had green iguanas. They were huge. And my one buddy stuck his hand in, and the iguana bit his finger, and he had to go have it sewed back on. It was his middle finger, bit it right at the knuckle, and it was giant. And then my other buddy had one in a cage, and it was, I don't know what was going on. This was 30 years ago, 35 years ago, but he had it in a big cage. He opened it up, and it jumped out and bit him in the face. And he had to have plastic surgery to have his nose reattached. Yeah, Ed was having trouble yesterday. All them little guys seemed like they wanted to take a nip out of him yesterday. Yeah, I'd say ouch. When he came in, he had two black eyes, and it had a big scar that went up like this, and under his nose. It was really pretty gruesome bite. Yes. But again, like I said, I don't know, I don't know what was going on at the time. They can sometimes be temperamental. And I always tell people, when you get something like that, first off, a green iguana, even as a baby, it's a long-term thing you're going to have. And you need to learn its personality and understand that you got to know when it's having a bad day or a good day. It's like anything. And if you do it right, you'll be fine with them. They did. Yeah, well, that's because it was a female, Jeff, and you probably I don't know. Sometimes I get egg bound that way. Yeah, I don't know much about them, so I couldn't tell you what to give you an honest opinion. I don't know much about them. Ah, yes, I did. A matter of fact, and Tom Crutchfield, amazing man. Balls for you. I was just telling everybody I got a box from you, and you guys have to see the unboxing tomorrow. Amazing box. For the balls. Yep. I put his link will be in the description of tomorrow's video. And he's got a website and everything. You guys need to go check him out. He did an amazing job boxing the boxing one up and everything like that. Sometimes, like I was saying, like I was saying about my friend who had had to have surgery after getting bit, yeah, they can sometimes have a real serious attitude. You need to know what your you got to learn each one's individual personality. Oh yeah, it's a good unboxing. And then I did the unboxing, and then I did a of me setting them up and everything like that. What iguanas? Yes, you have to hand them a lot, or they will definitely cough an attitude. Yeah, that croc monitor. There's a lot of videos out there. What's his name? Ryan from Underground Reptiles picked up a baby croc monitor, and it caught his finger, and he had to have surgery on his finger because they have very sharp serrated teeth. They are nothing to play around with. Vern, you have a great night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, they have a seriously wicked bite. Even when they first come out of the egg, they have a wicked bite. Yes, a lot of bite force to top it off. That's like a male reticulated python's bite's worse, in my opinion, than a female reticulated python, because a female will bite and then release, where a male will bite and then twist and cause serious damage. Yeah, they have that name for a reason, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't touch one, because I have a very curious mind, and that's why Becky would never let me have venomous reptiles, because because you can't own them in my state anyway. But if I did have them, I would have a serious trouble not touching them. Yes, I had. When we ran a pet store, there was a place around the corner from us that was Tropical Fish. It was the all glass aquarium company, and they used to make aquariums and deliver fish. Well, the guy came in and bought a bunch of tokay geckos one time because he had some kind of. They had what did they have? They had dubia roaches that they had brought in for some reason, and they got a whole bunch of them got loose, so they had a lot of dubia roaches loose in the place. So they figured he figured his idea was, well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get all these tokay geckos. I'm gonna let them loose inside my facility, and they'll eat them all. Well, they did, and then they started reproducing, and he had hundreds of them. Well, he had to look everywhere he stuck his hand, even if it was under the sink or under anything, because if they latched onto your finger when they were full grown, they could mess your pinky up, or they can mess you up. They could probably cause stitches, I would say. He was very upset that they completely ran rampant inside the fish facility. But when you got the temperatures at like 85 degrees and it's humid and there's food around, yeah, they're going to thrive. My worst bite I've ever had from anything besides the macaw that bit through my hand, right to the center of my hand, and went straight through, was a monitor. It was give me a second. I can't remember if it was a black throat monitor or a Savannah monitor. It was when I ran the pet store, and it was about, I don't know, 1.5 feet long, and I was holding it in my hand with its body and its tail was hanging off, and I was talking to some people, showing it, and it started walking up my arm, and it bit me right in the crease of my arm here. And when it bit down hard, and it jumped off, and it started to spin in the air, holding onto my arm. I had to grab it quick. When I got it off, my whole elbow swelled up, and my whole arm turned black and blue from like mid of my forearm to the middle of my bicep, all the way around, and it swelled up. It was bad. Perfect hole right where the teeth were at and everything, and tears. It was bad. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. But the worst bite I've seen in person, when we ran the pet store, it was like in a mall. It was like a mall, like a indoor mall, where you would go inside the mall and stores all over, and across the right across from us was a camera shop, and the camera guy used to come over, and he would buy mice and things like that, and we had this Nile monitor in there, and he would be feeding the Nile monitor all the time. And he comes in and he would buy a mouse and feed the Nile monitor. Well, one day he comes over and he sticks his hand in the Nile monitor cage. I'm like, sir, that thing is going to bite you, and it's going to, there's signs up, don't stick your hand in the cage. So don't do it. He's like, but it's so nice. I'm always feeding it. It should know. I'm like, don't put your hand in there. He stuck his finger in there, and it bit him at the first knuckle, and it degloved his finger. From there to there, he had to go have surgery and have all the skin reattached. It was bad. Nasty. So from that point forward, nobody was allowed to touch the animals unless you bought it. It just jumped up and grabbed it and pulled down. It screamed. The guy screamed so loud, and they had to call an ambulance out and everything. And I was like, I told you not to stick your hand in there. Nice to see you back. And then I got bit I had a big boa in my hand, and it bit me in the forearm. Why it would bite me in the forearm, I don't know. It was just rubbing its head along my forearm, and then it just opened up and grabbed on. The funniest bite I ever had was the Throwback Thursday story on my vlog. I had ordered all these Burmese pythons in, and I opened up the bag, and he had about, I think it was 3 per bag. And I grabbed them out. One was a albino. One was an albino. There was 2 albinos, and one was just like a green or something. And I took them out, and I'm looking at them. And this is when I first met Becky. So this was 23 years ago. And we were just starting to date. And I'm holding it, and I'm holding all 3 of them. And one bit me in the face. Grabbed right onto my face. And the other one started biting my arm. And I'm trying to get him off. And the one fell to the floor and started crawling. And I'm telling Becky, I'm like, I need the bag. Could you hand me the bag? I need the bag. I got to stop this one from going away. I have to have the bag. And I turn around, and she's standing in the sink saying, I ain't coming over there. I'm not coming over there. I'm not coming. And the thing keeps biting me in the face over and over. It just kept grabbing and biting and grabbing and biting and grabbing and biting. Finally, I got the bag. She grabbed the bag and tossed it to me. I was able to get him into the bag and catch the one that was trying to get away. It was pretty funny. It wasn't that bad, though, because, they're not that bad of a bite, Oh, you love this. You guys got to go back and check those stories out on the vlogs, the Throwback Thursday stories, the Cadillac story, and the spicy candy story. both of them are pretty interesting stories. So, any of you guys got any interesting stories that has happened to you getting bit by stuff? Yeah. Huh. I was young. Huh. That's, yeah, that's pretty cool. Not that I would have trusted, hate to see. That's pretty big. No, I didn't ask who you bit at. I asked if something bit you. Oh. I was talking to a vet who said the worst bite that he had ever had, and he handled a lot of stuff and got bit by a lot of stuff, was a cat bite. And it's only because cats have a lot of bacteria in their mouth, and it got so infected, the bite. Did it require any stitches or anything? Twin cousin reptiles? Oh, no. That's good. Oh, yeah, no, they bite until they hit the gums of their teeth, they say. I don't know. Donkeys will bite until their teeth touch each other. If they bit, I've seen them bite, and they'll bite until their teeth touch. Yeah, berms are, as far as I'm concerned, are a lot underrated for their mellowness. There's a lot of horror stories out there, but they are pretty calm snakes. And the bigger they get, the calmer they get, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I suppose that. Yeah, I've seen some pit bull bites in my day too, and some of them can be pretty serious. Yes, it was. It's a shame it died. But then again, like I always say, these animals, they could die suddenly due to the fact that they're so bred in captivity. They got things wrong. Some of them got things wrong when you just never know. And then, yes, they can just turn around and just drop over dead one day. Yeah, the pit bulls, their aggression is over exaggerated by the people. As far as I'm concerned, I think that they are very. It has a lot to do with the owner. I mean, I'm not saying there couldn't be one out there that's bad, but yeah, they are mainly the way they are because the way the owner does it. Yeah, see, that can happen. That's true. And a lot of it is the genetics. There's so many genetics in these animals, I'm going to tell you. And not all the genetics will line up properly with all the breeding. And then sometimes it's a flaw that just pops out later on. Yes. Most of them, that's what it is. Most of them will be dog aggressive and not more than human aggressive. Oh, that just doing what the owner is telling them, huh? Yeah. I agree. I like bigger dogs than smaller dogs. Why? I don't know. I mean, we had a Yorkshire Terrier for 16 years and just passed away, and it wasn't easy because we're animal lovers here, and but I'd prefer to have a mic. Yeah, they're pretty cool, but you got to watch. Like when we used to put our Yorkshire Terrier out, and when we'd put it out, you'd have to watch for eagles and owls and stuff. They'll just come down and grab one and take off with it. Yes. Do you know German Shepherds are nice too? Do you know what dog sends more people to the hospital than any other dog? I'll let you guys try to guess here for a second. Uh, Sharpays are cool dogs. Slashmaster got it correct. More people go to the hospital due to a Dalmatian bite than any other dog. Yeah, Dalmatians, Ed, you're correct. People think that Dalmatians firemen dogs, and that they're all these nice dogs, but they're not. Their bites are pretty bad. My brother is the number 3 man in charge of the Philadelphia Fire Department. They're not even allowed to have dogs or Dalmatians or anything like that at their fire station no more. Because too many people got bit, and then I guess the fire department got sued. You had one? A lot of Dalmatians are deaf also. Yes, very high maintenance dogs. Yes. Yeah, the white gene is what makes them. I know my dad had a cousin who used to breed boxers, and if they had a white boxer, it was deaf. Husky, German Shepherd, Labs, and boxers. Yep. That's what I said. Leo, he's a Borbello Mastiff Pit Bull boxer mix. Leo's not really aggressive towards other animals, but people, I don't understand. We've had him around people. We take him out. Nobody's ever been mean to him or nothing. But yet, when it comes to the house and the people in the house, he doesn't like people coming near you. Yes. The megacolon in other conditions. Yes, yes. Yeah, he almost got that the drunk guy that came through the yard. Yeah, I agree with that too. That's what I said too. He's doing his job protecting. That's what he's doing. You watched in slow motion yesterday. It was kind of funny because Becky told him stop, no, stop, and he just kept coming up. And then after that, his daughter was down on the road and she started walking up and she's like, "Don't bite me, puppy." And Becky had to yell at her too, like, "Stay away." Stupid. Yeah, I like the bull terriers. They're really cool. Like I was telling you yesterday for the bulls. If I had one, I would name it Target. No, he had to go to bathroom or something. I think he was trying to. He wanted to hang out or something. I don't know. Yeah, he probably could. He's a pretty big. Yeah, Emma can get on top of that dog and lay on top of him, and everything's fine. I can mess around with him, and he doesn't do anything. But Andrew messes with him. He's fine. But if Andrew tries to pin him down, he gets a little upset. He doesn't try to bite nobody, but he gets upset. Becky will tell him to lay down and roll over, and he lays down and rolls over. Target, you like that, don't you? Yeah, he wanted to use our bathroom. Yeah, crazy. Exactly. People are crazy. Leo's name is Leonidas, and the only reason his name is Leonidas is because David had watched the movie 300, and he was really into this Greek stuff, or no, the Spartan stuff, and then He's like, "Oh, I got a perfect name. We'll call him Leonidas." I'm like, "What?" And then it just stuck. Everybody called him Leo and Leonidas. Yeah, his house is like 2 blocks down and like on the corner, 2 or 3 blocks down. And he had a car out here. I don't get it. Yes, I am Gift Bearer makes some amazing jewelry. Yeah, 8 piece. They were so neat, aren't they? Central. Central time zone, yes. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people do that. I've heard a lot of people name him football, and then I've heard a lot of people name him uh, after that movie Friday. A lot of people call him Chico. I tell everybody about your Etsy page. Yeah, um, I'm originally from Philadelphia, so I know that the time zone over there. Yeah, we got the Eastern time zone, the Central time zone, Mountain time, and then the Pacific time. Yeah, they did get big after that movie because a lot of people wanted them. It's just like after Spuds MacKenzie, they became popular for a while and then they kind of died down. Yeah, incubators are. I'm doing an incubator build, so you can watch that. It's coming up. I'm gonna get it going. Mountain there, yeah. Here, my state has Central time zone, and then if you cross the river, you're in Mountain time zone. Yeah, you're in the Pacific time zone there slash CMC. Who won? Ed. Oh, um, yeah. Target did too. That's why I said if I had one, I would name it Target. Is it under Dre's reptiles and reptilians and arachnids? The Cubs lost in the 13th. All right, I'll tell everybody. Well, everybody go subscribe to him and then go to his page too, his Instagram page. Phillies, man, Phillies. I'm telling you, if everybody got on behind the Phillies, they would do better. I don't like the Cubs. Hopefully, the Oakland A's win. You know, I've seen those, and I was thinking to myself, just the way I think, if I got some, PVC sheets, I could probably make incubators like those. Yeah. Do you watch the Diamondbacks too? Eagles, guys. Eagles. This is an Eagles station. Seahawks, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the name of the place? Shoot me a text so I know, because I've been looking for it, because I want to make racks and I want to make incubators, and I know I can do it. Flat sheets. Very good. Yeah, if the heat spikes, it'll kink the babies. There's a lot that can go on. They can get them little curly tails and stuff like that. If the incubator goes whack. Yeah, but I suppose if you ordered enough, that price would go down, don't you think? Yeah, I feel that I have the capability of making incubators and stuff. I have the knowledge and I could do it. Is it because you live too far out somewhere? Or, I mean, I can't picture PVC sheets being regulated. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know you can get it at Home Depot, and you can get them at like them kind of stores, but they have to order it in for you. And I think that it because you're going through a retail store, I think they cost a little bit of much money. Why can't Aldo get them? I'd have to ask him. Is it because he just can't find them, or is it they will not? ship them, but I would believe you can get them shipped to your door. Because I don't know. I would think. Huh, that's strange. Wonder what he means by regulated. I don't get it. Well, then you shouldn't be able to get PVC pipe too, right? Would you think that? Because I know I can go to the store and buy PVC pipe. I know what's the name can get them. BC Pythons can get them. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I'm going to check it out though, because if I can get them, I'm going to make them. Well, guys, I think I'm going to hop off. It's getting late, and so I will see everybody later. Is that okay? We're going to do this. We're going to try to do this like every night if we possibly could. If anybody wanted to join in, I'll try to pick a time that works for everybody, though. I don't want it to be like super late or anything. Well, I'm sure PVC does cause cancer, but I don't know, if it's not being heated up, it might not, like being melted down or anything. I don't think it would. Yeah, and Ed, you live in California, right? And that's the state that outlaws drinking water, I think. Oh, yeah, that video's out. Everybody's got to check that out tomorrow. I got a fantastic box from For the Balls. Okay? And I'll talk to everybody later. Peace out. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Plumbing is made out of a different kinds. Oh. Yeah. Later. Oh, and everybody go check out I Am Gift Bearer. She has a Etsy page. She sells jewelry. For the Balls has a web page selling ball pythons. You need to check him out. Ed from CMC, you guys need to check out his channel and his web page. He doesn't have a web page, but he's on Morph Market and everything like that. And you guys need to check out his paper that he has. All right, guys. Peace.